we wanted to have compost because we really didn't want to have to keep buying soil, and we had a lot of good organic vegetables, and so we thought, well, you know, let's build our own compost bin. So we just built this last week. The way the compost bin works is we have it so the top can open up all the time. And the most important thing about compost is that, number one, you don't put any fat in it. So like no oil or meat, like bones or any kind of meat products or anything like that. You just always want to make sure you're using good green materials, right?
So paper can decompose?
Yes, paper's great. And the reason why you use the paper is because it helps aerate it. And you can use straw. Straw is better than hay because hay has seeds in it, and then when those seeds might last, in order, you know, when you're going to put the stuff back into your garden, you don't want to have those weeds, and those seeds might be able to make it through. So those are one of the things you don't necessarily want to use is hay, but straw works great. And then also you don't want to use, like if you've been weeding, you don't want to throw those in your compost. What you can do is you can throw them in water first, and then they'll get like completely macerated, and then you can put them in your compost, because then you know they're not going to regrow in your garden. So we go ahead and grab some of this. See how it's like nice and fluffy? And I can just go like right like that. I don't even have to walk all the way around. And this is all from hops and just maple leaves from that big maple tree across the street.
And some of the grass, they go on.
So now that that's in, I brought some compost home from the co-op. And the co-op is all organic, so that's even better. And I'm just leaving the coffee filter right on, that's okay. I'm just going to go ahead and pour this right in.
Also, why is composting important in class?
Compost is really important because what compost does is it continues to, this stuff would go into a landfill. And once it's in the landfill, that means we're never going to get all the vitamins and benefits and all the phosphorus and all the things that our soil needs to grow good food would be gone. And would never be there for human consumption again. But this is just like, you know, we're recycling it. So we're actually like growing soil.
Do you have to water?
You can water it if it's been really, really dry. The whole purpose of the compost bin with like the open air like this is to keep it aerated and to keep it warm. So if it's super dry and everything's drying rather than composting and rotting, then you would add water.
Is this, are any of these bins filled with compost?
No, there's, well, they compost over here and then people bring, but this was fresh soil that's got compost in it.
This has got compost in it already.
Do you compost in the winter?
You can compost in the winter, but it doesn't really,
Because of the temperatures, it doesn't break down.
Yeah, because it's too cold. It's like it's frozen. So, but then by spring it'll start breaking down again. But you can do it, like I've seen people do it if they have enough heat.